Hey everybody. Yep, this is how this is gonna start. I don't care. I'll fucking fight you. I'm in no mood. Oh, we're gonna die. Awesome. We just gotta get teleported one more time and we're dead. Alright. I figured out, well, figured out is not correct. I found out where we're going. Doing some research to find out that being told that it's South by Southwest is absolute garbage. It is 100% useless. And yeah. So there's that. Can we please not do this? I just want to leave. If the warper decides it wants to get frisky, we're screwed, so. Yeah, I figured I'd try mining it while I had the time. One of these days I'll actually get like decent movement with this damn thing. Yeah, go away. I don't know exactly where we're going from here. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
We are running out of water. Alright. So our goal here is to get as close to the floor as we can, because that's where there are landmarks that we can use to find where we're supposed to go. So thus far, I've very much enjoyed this game. I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. This endgame content is the first time I have been actively annoyed by the game. I've been lost a bunch of times. Like, a bunch of times. You know, I'll admit it. I've been lost. But this is the worst that it's been. Like, truly, this is the worst it's ever been, and to a degree that is super annoying. We're gonna take it up.
Warning, creature attack.
There's nothing I can do here, by the way.
Engine powering down.
Okay. That's not too bad. Mostly because it's right here. Come on. But yeah, this endgame content has been really frustrating because they force you to use these really slow things. In fact, the way that I found out how it was somebody, or the way it was somebody using cheats so that they could drive a sea moth around down here. And I went, that's almost worth doing. Like, just for that. Just get a unkillable sea moth so that I don't have to deal with this stupid shit. Like, that's seriously where my brain went. I was like, yeah, why not? Nothing could go wrong with that. I kind of want this to finish, but it's not going to. This could end up really poorly also. I'm not gonna lie. There's a pretty decent chance we don't get back up from here. But yeah, we are going south by southeast now. Now that we've found this entrance, it's just one of those things where all I can do is shake my head. And there's the facility over there.
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
There's a warper. Pretty sure I just dodged a fireball, but I don't know for sure. If I did, it was pretty much guaranteed accidental. I hate this vehicle with a passion. Yeah, let's find the way in. Well, fair enough. Hello, blue tablet. We did in fact need one. Let's fix you while we have the chance. Am I just gonna leave you here? You don't belong in here. Okay, this is stupid. You are bugging out right now. Calm down.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
That doesn't seem like a good thing to have happening. That may have been a bad plan. Okay, we're getting pretty stuck here, so I'm gonna hope that these robots don't murder me. Don't hurt me. Ow! Okay, fuck, they hurt. I'm expecting these to be Easter eggs. Organic matter particulator. Translation device. Okay. Let's keep exploring this side. Cool. But thus far, nothing of. Oh, teleporter. I don't have an ion cube because they get stored in. I'm going to die in here, just you wait. Hello, frames. Jesus, oh my god. Oh. Oh my. It's generating them. Like, it's literally generating them. That is intense and awesome. It means that we have an infinite source of ion. They were kind of hinting at that in some of the data stuff. Like, if you... I'm not going to be able to describe it properly. But we have a teleporter. In fact, I wonder if every single one of these rooms is a teleporter. That would be interesting. Go to all the different locations. Redirect them to link only here. It's a dead end. No, this is not that.
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
Except I can't scan any of them. Studying all the eggs. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's suggesting a self-scan. Okay, not gonna tell me anything. Oh, well, that's cool. What's over here? Another teleporter, okay. I'm guessing each of those goes to an island. Don't tase me, bro. I'm guessing that's the cool place that we want to go. Is that blue? Yep, good thing you've got a second blue. Rudimentary tablet. Circular object. Holographic projector. Cool. Ooh, yin and yang. That is a sword. It's an ancient earth blade. It actually says it's an earth blade. So these aliens are aware of our existence. And have been for a while. Oh my. So there's at least 3 teleporters. I'm gonna guess that there's actually 4. We're going to have to mine some more ion before I can power them, though. I don't know, it feels oddly, like, symmetrical. Like, this is gonna be another, like, archive or something. Nope, that's the dead end. Whole bunch of different plants. Oh, it's an inflow pipe. Peepers entering the containment facility. Wait. Peepers? Is it peepers all the way? Oh my god, I could die. Can I get down there? Yes, I can. So is this peepers? Is that what's going on here? Are peepers the source of everything good and bad on this planet? Are they the source of the Kara virus? That looks like a door. We'll find out soon enough, I imagine. That'd be pretty funny. If peepers were actually the aliens that built this place. But like reverted down. Like that's what it does. It says it makes genetic structure changes, so maybe it alters your genetic structure backwards. It's a devolutionizing. Yeah, it's totally another. Go away. Do not zap me. We just don't have any other ion cubes. We're gonna have to go mine some more. Also, there's data up there. What is this data? Enzyme 42 project data. Oh. Oh my. I think we've got some reading to do. Oop. Something there was scannable. We'll get to the reading here in a second, I promise.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Good thing I have this prawn suit. Herder. Ion cube fabricator. I feel like it's worth pointing out that I am using a 1080 Ti. These graphics are just shitting on my computer. I'll go as far as to say that. All right, let's do some reading and then let's walk through the door. I'm gonna do my reading from inside the prawn suit, by the way, just so that none of the crab things, the little alien robots, murder my face while I'm standing still. Wow. Oops, don't want to exit. Want to read. Let's read, we don't need this. Alright, we got a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of stuff. Sea Emperor Leviathan research data. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upward to accommodate this species. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, this species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on a complicated ecosystem of plant and animal life. So basically they're like whales. Large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's middle section, suggesting that it, like other species on this planet, produces eggs. However, internal scar tissues indicate probable infertility. Interesting. That can't be everything. It must be just a single Sea Emperor Leviathan they're talking about. Enzyme 42. The Emperor manufactures enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food, and will occasionally expel it into surrounding waters. This substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium, and its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. It would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. Comparative analysis of size and metabolic rates indicates the specimen captured by the researchers was approximately 1,600 years old. Extensive internal and external scar tissue suggests it had lived well in excess of the peak lifespan for its species. While a healthy emperor specimen may have held some potential as a cure, it is unlikely any research subjects survived quarantine procedures. Alright, according to the translated data logs, an indigenous Leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as enzyme 42, which inhibited the symptoms of the Kara bacteria infection. I thought it was a virus, but it's a bacteria infection in other indigenous organisms. The specimen was captured and contained in a purpose-built habitat for further study. I'm guessing that's where we are. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the lifeform's environmental needs, including the import of interdependent flora and fauna via an on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine had been unsuccessful. Okay, it's all up. The Ion Cube Fabricator. This device appears to be the origin of the raw material that forms the base of the ion cubes, which power smaller alien systems. Fun. Alien robot. It's a dick. Assessment. Immobilize and return to Altera for mutual profit. I'm actually going to try and kill one and see what happens. Okay, we got a bunch. Oh, okay, this is where everything is. This rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts. And there is some genetic and technological crossover in the design of the self-warping constructs encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state and is awaiting some kind of activation sequence. Materials such as this may have been fundamental in building block for the aliens' technology or even the aliens themselves. Yeah, because of that thing, the warpers exist. Stupid warpers. Alien carving. This carving is hundreds of thousands of years old and made from an unrecognizable natural fiber grown on an unknown planet. Bears striking resemblance to an old Earth yin-yang symbol. Two competing theories may explain the similarity. Aliens visited Earth prior to the 4th century BC. That seems pretty reasonable considering they have a sword. The concept of yin-yang is universal, since yin and yang describe the fundamental interdependency of seemingly opposite forces. It may be a necessary existential understanding in some form in all sufficiently developed civilizations. The tapering of two circles into opposed and infinitesimally small points is one logical way to represent this understanding and may have been developed independently by species other than humans. Statue. This artifact is unpowered, suggesting it served a ceremonial rather than practical purpose. The pyramid resembles vines spiraling upwards toward the warm blue stone mounted above it. It may represent a plant found in the aliens' homeworld, a building of religious import, or even the gravitational pull of their home solar system. Interesting. Looks a lot like a relic from Dead Space. Ancient Earth Blade. An ancient Earth Blade dating back to the 13th century. Blood samples on the blade match the DNA of 7 separate heads of state from the period. This evidence supports the theory that aliens are an ancient spaceborne civilization engaged in the surreptitious study of less developed species. Holographic projector. This device contains a network apparatus and a holographic projection unit. It is likely used as a communication relay, capturing and projecting the image of users to a remote location. Nanobots. Scan shows some form of nanobots inside the seemingly empty case. These bots are substantially smaller than any developed within the Federation. It is not possible to ascertain their exact function. It would, however, be unwise to release them. I concur. Organic matter particulator. This device contains a highly unstable radioactive isotope likely to destroy all organisms exposed to it while leaving the physical structure intact. Although it would function perfectly well as a weapon, it is more likely used to sterilize spaces for later inhabitation. Without instructions, it would be unwise to interact with it. Also, reasonable. Rudimentary tablet. This device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access the alien facilities, although its structure is rather less complex. It may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and was thus kept here as a form of legacy support. Tracking implant. This construct is emitting a high bandwidth signal consistent with alien transmissions intercepted elsewhere. DNA on the exterior indicates it was once implanted inside one of the lifeforms indigenous to this planet. Its size suggests the subject was a Leviathan-class organism. Beyond tracking and broadcasting its location, the implant may also have recorded biological data. Oh, excuse me, reading a lot. This device stores linguistic data from over 1,000 different languages. The core of the device may allow alien text to be read and translated. Analysis of the onboard data reveals a number of ancient Earth languages, and the term CHBC Live appears many times in the device's data. Its import is unclear. I feel like that's an Easter egg. The device seems to be configured to translate into the designer's language. It will not work the other way around. Advanced theories. The pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. The fish show no signs of disease. The specimens scanned have all consumed high quantities of seeds and organic matter from the surface. Some specimens are beginning to show signs of infection. The Sea Emperor egg casing. The shell casing is formed from thick layers of carbon composite, suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps once in their lifetimes. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. I bet you that's the one that's sitting out on the table. Time pressure to develop a bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that, removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. That seems like something we're going to have to do, doesn't it? Because clearly we need to interact with the Sea Emperor to make this happen. I'll get there. Found preserved in a display case, it was likely a child of the adult specimen contained within the facility. Superficial damage to the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunted tissue development suggests the organism expired during the removal process. Tissue samples have been taken from the digestive tract, as we would expect, considering that's where the enzyme is being created. It appears the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for the bacterium from enzymes produced in the specimen's digestive system. It didn't work. I hear you. Nope. Okay, went boom. More force fields. And water. I don't think I can get up there. So into the water we go. Oh my. Whoa.
Are you here to play? swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
I feel like I'm gonna need the prawn suit. That is disconcerting, having a giant alien fish talking to you. Don't know what would happen if I didn't have that, if I would have been trapped in there. Just get the prawn suit. I think it'll let us get out of there easier too. That way we'll have a source of oxygen down there, because that's a lot deeper than I was expecting. So who knows how long that creature's been in there. I presume that's an Emperor Leviathan. Hello, frames! Holy shit! I'm overcorrecting to try and center myself. I think I landed on it.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Wow, we are real. I was not checking the depth. We're really close. Oh, eggs. So we've got a bunch of predators that aren't doing anything. There's a warp gate.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Water here is rich with rare plankton-like life form, which depends on the organic detritus produced in the ecosystem around it.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a plankton-like life form, which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
Can I not scan you? Where does that warp gate even lead?
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Ooh, blueprint synthesized hatching enzymes.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay. I want to scan you. I cannot scan you. Okay, let's see where this leads. Wait, what's this over here? No, I want this. What happens when I switch my knife off of one? Or my... Is this just a light? Looks like it's just a light. A lot of bone sharks around here. I don't think there's anything else here. I think this is the whole point. I want to enter the prawn. Alright, sea emperor's eggs. Okay, hatching enzymes. The emperor's specimen eggs are attached to some form of incubator. In a normal life cycle, it seems like the sea emperor would have buried their eggs in shallow waters where different organic materials in the soil would have triggered a hatching response. The incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes which would simulate the egg's natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. Uncommon strong shell lining, organic growth on the exterior suggests these eggs may be hundreds or thousands of years old. Alien devices penetrate the outer shell layer, likely designed to supply them with nutrients and to isolate them from the surrounding environment. Like many eggs, these do not contain a nutrient supply which is slowly exhausted by the embryo. Instead, they exist in a form of natural stasis, awaiting appropriate hatching conditions. There's a high genetic match between these organisms and Leviathan in the vicinity. Go figure. It is likely that ideal hatching conditions for the eggs vary considerably. Oh my. So available biological data has been used to synthesize the effects of the alien bacterium on the sea emperor's natural life cycle. This creature likely lived and moved in small herds around the planet's ocean trenches, coming to the surface to feed off the huge volumes of microorganisms in the shallow waters. Family size would be strictly limited by available food. Offspring would likely split off at a young age to form their own herds elsewhere. Given their sparse population, mating and egg laying was likely infrequent, perhaps once in a lifetime event. The species likely had a preferred environment for egg laying. In fact, successful hatching may depend on such conditions. Given the rarity of this event, it is impossible to calculate those conditions precisely. There is no evidence to support the assumption that all members of the species were immune from the alien bacterium. Even if this is so, there is evidence that introduction of the bacterium decimated life on the planet, and this would have had catastrophic effects on the Emperor's food supply and survival rate. The symbiotic relationship between this specimen and other life forms likely developed as a direct result of the bacterial infection. Those life forms which learned to keep the Emperor alive survived with its help. This may explain the vast tracts of lifeless ocean in a rough perimeter around the Emperor's location. Interesting. So, what does this take? Really wish we knew where that was. Oh, there it is. Eye stalk seed, sea crown seed, fungal sample, ghost weed seed. Oh, we found ghost weed. Bulb bush. Okay, so we know what we need to find. The question is where we find it. Also, where this leads. We're going to find out where it leads. It leads somewhere that is 166 meters deep. I don't have any of the kyanite, so this is going to be fun. Well, I guess now that we've got a way to warp here, I can just leave. I can just take the Cyclops out and not ever bring it back. Oh my god, take longer to load, please. I have no idea where we are. Well, it's nighttime, which doesn't help. We're here. Okay, that's not ideal, but it's something. Alright, so I think the plan for next episode, we're going to return, we're going to get the Cyclops, and we're going to get the hell out of Dodge, and never come back. I don't ever want to spend any time down there ever again. And if I do, it'll be to grab kyanite. And hopefully we won't have to do that for much longer. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time. But until then, keep your gears turning.